Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. MTG Box Analysis here with a Double Masters 2022 Draft Booster Box, fully sealed intact. I figured just before we step into Commander Masters, let's go back and review this set, open one up, and do the full MTG box analysis at the end of the video. So prices on this set, I would say, are actually doing pretty good. The market price for these boxes is just north of $250. There are 142 cards that are valued over $1. That's 34% of the entire set. And 46 of those cards, or 11% of the set, is actually valued over $10. And that's based on eligibility inside of draft packs. I didn't even look at collector packs, which of course have the textured foils, as well as the foil etch cards. So let's go ahead and crack open these 24 packs, take a look at the cards, and see how much value we can find inside of one of these boxes. All right, so this one starts off with an elemental token, followed by Cryptic Spires. You're going to get one in every single pack. And then we're going to see an Augur Spree as our first foil, followed by an Eel Umbra as our second foil, with an Ashen Moor Liege coming in as our first rare. And then we're going to see Rune of Hidden Realm as our second rare. And then we're going to see a Scaled Blessing, followed by a Livewire Lash, a Gruul Turf, a Glowspore Shaman with a Last Breath. Then we've got a Supernatural Stamina, followed by a Momentary Blink, Deranged Assistant with a Titan Strength, Might of Old Krosa, leave Sky Knight in the back. All right, so pack number one down. These do have pull tabs, so I'll go ahead and take advantage of those. Crack these open a little bit quicker. All right, so we got the Fairy Rogue, followed by the Cryptic Spire. And then we're going to see a Monastery Swift Sphere in foil borderless, very nice, with a Last Breath. And then we're going to see Dragonlord Dramoka coming in as our rare. This is going to be a really good hit, valued just north of $9 as a mythic. And then we're going to see Obnixilis Unshackled coming in. Also a pretty decent hit, just north of $1. And then we're going to see the Smuggler with the River Hoopoe, a Lightning Bolt in borderless. This is going to be valued over $1. Then we're going to see a Ground Assault, followed by a Carrier Thrall, Battlefield Promotion, Advanced Stitchwig, Fiery Fall, with an Elvish Rejuvenator, and an Ingenious Scab, and a Stormfleet Pyromancer. Got fooled there at the end. I thought there was only one left, but there happened to be two cards. All right, next up we got ourselves the Saproling with the Spires, and we're going to see a Path to Exile coming in as an uncommon foil. Path to Exile is going to be one of the uncommons valued over $1. Then we're going to see a Balustrade Spy with an As Foretold mythic coming in. A little more value there. Very cool. With the Merciless. Then we're going to see Jeskai's Charm with the Vampire Rites. A Boros Garrison coming in borderless. This is going to be one of the borderless lands not valued over $1. Then we got a Spark Mage's Gambit with a Wingsteed Rider, Seeker Squire, Knightly Valor, Spell Pierce, Tuskguard Captain. And then we're going to see an Augur Spree with a Hero of the Games in the back. Fantastic. So we still haven't seen any of the $10 cards, but that's okay. It's still early. We're not even halfway through stack number one. All right, so we got Liliana Last Hope Token with the Spires. And then we're going to see a Makeshift Mauler coming in as our first foil, with an Ambuscade coming as our second foil. And then we're going to see a Culligan's Command coming in as our rare, with an Atarka's Command, so a double command pack. Then we're going to see the Abzan Charm with a Domestication, and Izzet's Boilerworks coming in borderless, with a Martial Glory, Skeleton Archer, an Antioch Bondkin with an Aether Snipe, Shadowborn Apostle, the only common in the set currently valued over $1, so we'll take that. Then we got a Web Weaver Changeling with a Cassili Pride Mage and a Living Lightning in the back. Awesome. All right, so next pack in, we are going to see the old Cat Dragon with the Spires. And then we're going to see the Abzan Charm in foil with a God's Willing as our second foil. And then we're going to see an Oracle of Moldiah coming in as our rare, valued just north of $5, with a Nim Death Mantle coming in as our second rare. And then we're going to see a Spider Spawning with a Crackling Doom, an Arachnus Spinner, Bloodwater Entity, Hyena Umbra, Thought Scour, followed by an Eye Blight's Ending. Then we're going to see ourselves a Thrive with a Call to the Feast, Dark Dweller Oracle, and then a Rampant Growth in the back. Very nice. Very cool. If you're enjoying the video so far, and if you like the channel and the MTG analysis that I do at the end of every single box opening, give the channel a thumbs up, and why not subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. So we've got the Fairy Rogue with the Spires, and then our first foil is going to be a Bloodwater Entity with a Hero of the Games, and then our first rare is going to be an Abzan Ascendancy, and our second rare is going to be Rafik of the Many. Not the best pack there. Then we get a Dragon Arc with a League Guild Mage, a Blood Artist, very cool. That's going to be an uncommon valued over $1, with a Bloodflow Connoisseur, Chronicle of Heroes, Anointer of Valor, a Capture Sphere, a Balstrad Spy, a Fireblade Artist, and then we're going to see a Pirate's Pillage with an Experiment 1 in the back. All right, this one's going to kick off with the Saproling, the Spires. We're going to see a Go for the Throat in foil with a Rampant Growth Borderless foil. Very cool. Then we're going to see a Dragon Lord Simulagar coming in as our first mythic. Very nice to see that. This mythic only valued of around $2. Then we're going to see a Pillar of Parons coming in with a Surreal Memoir, a Biogenic Upgrade, a Washout with a Traveler's Amulet, Settle Beyond Reality, Relief Captain, Makeshift Mauler, the Unearth, Augur Spree, Monastery Swiftsphere, and a Grapple with the Past. All right, final pack and stack number 1. This one kicks off with the Egg token. Then we're going to see Kasmina's Transmutation as our first foil, with a Capture Sphere as our second. And then we're going to see a Glimpse, the Unthinkable, coming in as our rare, followed by a Cavern of Souls. Very nice to see this. This mythic in standard frame is still valued just north of $50. That is awesome. All right, and then we're going to see a Devoted Druid with a Tower Gargoyle, Lightning Helix, Brindle Shoot, Sensor Splicer, Forbidden Alchemy, Strands of the Undeath, Deep Analysis, that's what we do here. Then we got a Perforos Emissary with an Arachnus Web and 10th District Legionnaire. Awesome to see that Cavern of Souls. I mean, that basically pays for 20% of the box, right? All right, we got ourselves a Saproling here with the Spears, and Azorius Chancery coming in, foil borderless, very nice. Then we get an Aven Initiate, followed by a Necrotic Ooze coming in as our rare, with Mayel's Aria coming in as our second rare. Then we're going to see ourselves a Summer Bloom, followed by a Blazing Hellhound, Mentor of the Meek, an Agony Warp, Borderless Unearth with a Sensor Splicer, Jeskai Elder, Grapple with the Past, a Rift Bolt, followed by Call to the Feast, and a Webweaver Changeling in the back. Very nice. So glad we got a Cavern of Souls. I'm a huge fan of the lands in Magic the Gathering, so that's going in a sleeve and going in a box. So we got ourselves a Boar here with the Spire. Then the Cassili Pride Mage with an Experiment 1. Then we're going to see Arjun, the Shifting Flame, coming in as our rare, followed by Una's Prowler as our second rare. Then we're going to see a Glorious Vishino with Silencia Sanctuary, Go for the Throat, Bloodflow Connoisseur, Glowspore Shaman, Liliana's Elite, Seeker of the Way, Deranged Assistant, Monastery Swiftspear, Gnarlback Rhino with the Krunen Striker in the back. Getting close to the halfway point. Only one card valued over $10. The Dragon Lord is close, but not quite there. So we got ourselves the Zombie with the Spires. We're going to see ourselves a foil Rancor with an Anointed Altilosaur with a Force of Negation. Very nice to see that. This is going to be another tremendous hit, valued just around $30. Then we're going to see ourselves Sidisi Brood Tyrant as our second rare, followed by a Labyrinth Champion, Sultani Soothsayer, Bloodbraid Elf, Last Breath, Ground Assault, Seeker Squire, Anointer of Valor with a Thought Scour and Borderless, Burning Tree Emissary, an Ambuscade, and a Lava Coil in the back. Very nice. All right, now I'm feeling a bit better. We got ourselves 2 big hitters. Let's see how many more we can get. We're only about maybe halfway through. We got the Elemental and the Spires with a foil Borderless Thought Scour. Then we're going to see a Knightly Valor with a Dockside Extortionist. Awesome to see this. It's currently valued just north of $50. Awesome. So let's just make a little bit of room, put our Dockside right there, and then right behind that we got Thraxamundar. Very cool to say. Not a high value card though. Then we get ourselves a Rancor with the Falconer, followed by the Radko's Canarium, Casmina's Transmutation, Chronicler of Heroes, Supernatural Stamina, Knightly Valor with an Aven Initiate, Deadly Recluse, and then a Coiling Oracle and a Hissing Inguar. Very nice. All right, 3 big hits so far. And if you count the Dragon Lord, that's 4. Feeling really good about this box. Can't wait to analyze what the contents of this box, go over the duplication, coverage, and all of those other metrics, as well as potentially do some comparison of this box to the others that I've opened on the channel. So we got ourselves a bear with the Spires. Then we're going to see the Call to the Feast, followed by that Deep Analysis, and a Drogskull Reaver as our first rare, with Weathered Wayfarer as our second rare. Then we're going to see the Fire Mind Vessel, Sprouting Thrinax, Skin Render, with an Izzet's Charm, Severed Strands, Militia Bugler, Makeshift Mauler, the Experiment 1, Rift Bolt, Elvish Rejuvenator, and our Cartel Aristocrat in the back. How fancy. All right, next up we got the Boar Token with the Spires, and we're going to see a Skeleton Archer as our foil, and a Liev Sky Knight. Then we're going to see a Grim Flare, followed by a Figure of Destiny. Dream Shaper Shaman, Extract from the Darkness with a Gruul Turf. Then we're going to see ourselves a Wingsteed Rider, put that in my borderless pile. The Skeletal Archer, Doom Traveler, Capture Sphere, Vampire Sovereign with Perforos Emissary, and an Anointed Althazar with a Lava Coil. All right, I am going to break down this common uncommon pile so I don't have any pile spills. I do have all my pre-orders in for Commander Masters, so hopefully this weekend I'll be opening some up on the channel as well as next week. So we got a Zombie here, followed by the Spires, Titan's Strength with a Gnarlback Rhino. Haven't seen a lot of rares in these 2 slots. Then we're going to see an Imperial Archangel coming in as our first rare, with a Judith the Scourge Diva coming in as our second rare. Very playable card there. Then we get ourselves the Spider Spawning, the Troll, the Bolt, followed by the Traveler's Amulet, a Disfigure, a Battlefield Promotion, a Mana Leak, Strands of Undeath, Arachnus Web, Burning Tree Emissary with a Hissing Inguar in the back. All right. Final pack in stack number 2. 66% of the way through the box. Got ourselves a Spider with, there we go, there's a rare foil, Doran the Siege Tower. Followed by a Doom Traveler, 1,000 Year Storm. And then we're going to see Phyrexian Tyranny coming in as our rare, with an Aether Mage's Touch, Izzet's Boilerworks, a Terminate. This could be an uncommon, I think, valued just over $1. Then we're going to see ourselves a Winged Codal, Bloodwater Entity, God's Willing, an Aether Snipe, with the Eyeblight's Ending, a Rampant Growth and Borderless, Ingenious Scab, Titan's Strength in the back. Awesome. Let me just clean that up a little bit. So what else are we looking for? We're definitely looking for Mana Drain. If we can pull that, I think we'll have most of the top ones. Maybe the Consecrated Sphinx. That would be another good one. Seasoned Pyromancer. All right. So we got ourselves an Elemental with a Cryptic Spires and a foil Shatter Gang Brothers. So not a great foil rare. followed by Hyena Umbra with Leonin Arbiter coming in as our first main set rare, with an Ulashit the Hate Seed coming in. Then we're going to see Bounty of Luxa, followed by Simic Growth Chamber in Borderless, with a Graveblade Marauder, an Agony Warp. Then we're going to see a Militia Bugler, the Aven Initiate, Severed Strands, Seeker of the Way, Lava Coil, Anointed Altolasar with a Coiling Oracle in the back. Fantastic. Just want one more big hit. As always, right? Just one more. All right, so we got the Egg and the Spires with the Dreg Mangler. And then we're going to see a Fiery Fall with an Aether Vial coming in. This can be a decent hit, just over $5. With a Master Biomancer. Then we're going to see the Civic Saber, Bant Charm, Muldrifter with the Izzet's Charm, Wingsteed Rider, Jeskai Elder, Skeleton Archer, Battlefield Promotion with the Rift Bolt, and the Rejuvenator, and the Fireblade Artist. I think we're down to about 6 or 7 packs remaining, and then we'll just jump right into that analysis. All right, so we got ourselves the Bear and the Spires, with a Golgari Rot Farm in foil, with a Shadowborn Apostle. Very cool to see that in foil. That's definitely valued over $1. Then we're going to see Dax Duplicate coming in as our first rare, with a Venser Shaper Savant coming in as our second, an Inquisition of Kozilek in Borderless, with an Alzov Pontiff, Demir Aqueduct, Winged Codal, Deranged Assistant, Liliana's Elite, Doom Traveler, the Croonin Striker, Gnarlback Rhino, Burning Tree Emissary, and second Borderless in that pack, with a Stormfleet Pyromancer. Awesome. All right, this one's got the Zombie. Then we're going to see a Wall of Omens, followed by a League Guildmage in foil, with an Animantu, the Fate Shifter Mythic Planeswalker coming in. Very cool to see that. With a Dromoka's Command. Then we're going to see a Breakthrough with a Cold Steel Heart, Young Pyromancer, a Disfigure, Cosmina's Transmutation, Spell Pierce, so a double Borderless pack there, with a Supernatural Stamina, God's Willing, Ambuscade, Liev Sky Knight, and a Pirate's Pillage. All right, so I can confirm we are now down to 4 packs and 4 chances to see another amazing card. Although we've already pulled the top 2 with the Dockside Distortionist and the Cavern of Souls. So we've got the Saproling and the Spires with Settle Beyond Reality, Militia Bugler. Then we're going to see Uril the Miststalker Mythic coming in, followed by Wasatora Nakura Queen, or something close to that. Then we get Heroic Reinforcements, the Path to Exile, a Borderless Golgari Rot Farm with a Bloodwater Entity, Spark Mage's Gambit, Mana Leak, Balstrid Spy, Hyena Umbra, Deadly Recluse, Cassili Pride Mage, and a Hero of the Games. And we'll say, regardless of value, the experience of opening this box ahead of Commander Masters is just fun. It's nice to go back, I guess, a year and a half or so, to just kind of experience this. So we got the Egg and the Spires with Stacker Shock Foil, and then we're going to see an Ingenious Scab with a Creekwood Liege as our first rare, and then a Conqueror's Flail as our second. Stagger Shock, Traveler's Preparations, Body Double, Dreg Mangler, Advanced Stitchwig, Shadowborn Apostle, very nice, Antioch Bonkin, Makeshift Mauler, Might of Old Krosa, then 10th District Legionnaire with a Living Lightning in the back. All right, 2 remaining packs. We're going to see the Fairy Rogue coming in as our token with the Spires. Again, just a fun little fact, there are no foils of this. They didn't print any. Then we got the Ozov Pontiff, the Carrier Thrall, and then we're going to see a Supreme Verdict with Thistledown Liege. Not the best rares. Bear's Companion, Miss Widow Witch, Orzhov Basilica, Brindle Shoat, Vampire Sovereign with Momentary Blink, Eel Umbra, Gnarlback Rhino, Coiling Oracle and Borderless with a Hissing Inguar and a Tuskguard Captain. All right, final Double Masters 2022 draft pack ahead of Commander Masters. What are we going to find in here? All right, we got ourselves an Elemental with the Spires. And then we're going to see a Traveler's Amulet. Krunen Striker with a Sensei's Divining Top. Borderless rare. Very nice to see that. This is going to be a really, really good hit for us, around $25. So nice to see that in the last pack. Followed by the Leviathan. Unfortunately, not a high value rare. Then we're going to see ourselves Myth Realized, Pyretic Symbiont, Eternal Witness in Borderless, with a Settle Beyond Reality, Martial Glory, Carrier Thrall, Relief Captain, Forbidden Alchemy, Dark Dweller Oracle with an Ambuscade, and a Fiery Fall. All right, so I'll get everything sorted, organized, and be right back with the MTG box analysis. We'll begin the MTG box analysis by taking a look at the cards that we were eligible to obtain from a draft booster box and compare that to the cards that we actually saw today. Then we'll review the non-foil and foil coverage, along with coverage by rarity and duplication. Then we'll establish a baseline for value by looking at the current value of this set, and then breaking down the actual observed value by non-foil and foil. Finally, we'll conclude with a summary and a comparison of 3 other draft booster boxes open on the channel. If you want to go deeper into the analysis and see all of the metrics for this box as well as 135 others, simply join the channel at the Give Me the Data level. Let's get things started with a comparison of the cards in the box as compared to the cards that we were eligible to see. Using this chart, we can see the foils we observed in orange, the non-foils we observed in green, and the set in gray as the baseline. In the non-foil space, we saw a variance of only 3 cards between the primary colors of Magic, with red having the least at 36 and white having the most at 39. Also in the non-foil space, we saw 16 borderless cards. In the foil space, we saw a variance of 4 cards between the primary colors of Magic, with black, red, and green all having 5 and white featuring 9. Also in the foil space, we saw 4 borderless cards. Moving into coverage, in the non-foil space, we saw 217 unique cards out of a possible 412, giving us 53% coverage of the set. Our highest coverage among the primary colors of Magic was in blue with 78% coverage. In the foil space, we saw exactly 48 unique cards, which is the maximum you will ever see in a draft booster box because you are guaranteed to see no more and no less than 2 in each pack. Therefore, your coverage should always be 12%. Pivoting to coverage by rarity, in today's box we saw 97% of the commons and 70% of the uncommons that we were eligible to see. We also saw 41 unique rares for 27% coverage and 7 non-foil mythics for 12% coverage. In the foil space, we saw 36% of the commons, 10% of the uncommons, and 2 foil rares for 1% coverage. In total, we saw 43 rares and 7 mythics in these 24 packs. From a duplication standpoint, we ended up seeing 84 of the non-foils repeated 119 times for a box duplication rate of 31%. However, if we back out all of the cryptic spires, which are in every single pack, the true duplication was only 25%. Before getting into the value of today's draft booster box, let's first examine the potential value of the cards that we could have obtained. This chart shows all the cards available in a draft booster pack utilizing non-foil market prices as of August 1st, 2023. Currently, the set features 46 cards valued over $10. The top 6 are going to be the Borderless Mana Vault, valued at $50.13, the Borderless Cavern of Souls, valued at $50.15, the Standard Frame and Borderless Dockside Extortionist, valued at $51.58 and $52.15, and then you have the Standard Frame and the Borderless Imperial Seal, valued at $66.82 and $73.21. In draft booster packs, you may also see 19 cards between $5 and $10 and 77 cards that are valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 270 cards are valued less than $1. If you were to calculate the combined value of all 412 cards utilizing non-foil market prices, the grand total would come up to be $1,658.80. So what do we end up seeing in today's box? Well, let's dive in, starting off with a look in the non-foil space. We ended up seeing 4 of the 46 cards valued over $10 in today's box. They were the Borderless Sensei's Divining Top, valued at $23.88, the Standard Frame Force and Negation at $29.46, The standard frame Cavern of Souls valued at $45.57, and the Dockside Extortionist valued at $51.58. We also saw 3 cards valued between $5 and $10, and 26 non-foils valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 303 non-foils in the box are currently valued less than $1. In the foil space, we kind of struck out, not seeing a single foil valued over $5, and only 5 foils that were valued between $1 and $5. The other 43 foils in the box are currently valued less than $1. So how did this box perform? Well, I purchased this box late last year from an independent seller on TCG Player for $290 even. The current market price for these boxes as of August 1st, 2023 is $251.29. I guess I timed the market wrong. Oh well. Today's draft booster box contained 24 packs, each with 16 cards, allowing us to see 384 cards plus tokens. Those 24 tokens have a current market value of $3.24. The 252 commons, including the 24 cryptic spires, are valued at $23.43. The 82 uncommons in the box are currently valued at $32.79, and the 43 rares have a current market value of $96.27. The 7 mythics that we pulled are valued at $116.97. Add it all up, and the grand total for this box comes up to be $272.70 in market value, which is a loss of $17.30 over the price I paid, which means that I only saw a return of 94% of my purchase price in card value. Now, for those of you interested in cards valued just over $2, the numbers look like this. In total, we saw 14 cards valued over $2 in this box, and they have a current combined value of $191.31, which means that those 14 cards represent 70% of the total box value. Previously on the channel, I've opened 3 other draft booster boxes of Double Masters 2022. By updating their inventories to today's market prices, we can see how today's box performed against them. My first opening was on July 13th of last year, and it contained a Force of Negation, a Cavern of Souls, as well as a Dockside Extortionist, just like today's box. Yes, the exact same 3 big hits. However, that box was not a mirror image of today's box, and thus the cards in it were valued at $282.01 using today's market prices. Now, the box from July 25th of last year contained a standard frame Ulamog, the Infinite Gyre, as well as a Force of Negation and a Renin 6. That box brought in $260.38, again using today's market value. Finally, the best hits from the November 21st box were the Borderless Phyrexian Altar, as well as the standard frame Ulamog, the Infinite Gyre, and the Borderless Ulamog, bringing that box up to a current market value of $232.73. This means that today's box was the second best box of the 4, again with a total of $272.70 in card market value. Of these 4 boxes, only one failed to exceed today's market value. Get early access to videos, download the analysis for every box open on the channel, and personally DM me, just like these fine people, all by becoming a member of the channel through YouTube or over at mtgboxanalysis.com. You'll find links in the description. Until next time, do something amazing.